right, folks, we're here just about 10 minutes before tip-off in this sectional championship game. It is Monroe versus Greater Beckley Christian. Well, it's a rematch. I mean, same place, same time, same everything as a couple of years ago. We played this game right here in Bluefield States Arena and came down to a close one, fought all the way through. Monroe went on to win a state title that year to face this team in the state title game, actually. So a lot of history between these two. And this season, it's more of the same. They've split the series between each other. Each one took their home game, and they're going to have a best of three here tonight.
That's going to be a classic battle of which is going to win. You know, you got the aggressive defense of Monroe versus the small, really fast guard play of Greater Beckley. So, you know, which is going to be more effective? Are they going to be able to handle Monroe press? Is the press going to wind up biting Monroe in the rear end due to the fast guard play of Keegan Davidson and his cohorts? Mm-hmm. And then when you look down low on the post, you've got height and athleticism versus strength and size. You know, which one's going to win the battle there? It's going to be Brady Baker and Aaron Hall are going to be a matchup well worth watching. And it's one of those classic things. You know, Aaron Hall is a little bit longer, a little bit quicker. Brady doesn't give up a lot of height here in this one, but he does bring the size and his ability to relocate people down on the post. So, you know, which one of those is going to win? Whoever loses that battle, I anticipate them to be in foul trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. Wow, we're going to get into this boys' game and follow it all the night through, but we got a few minutes here. Let's talk about the ladies.
Yeah, they've already packed up their bags and getting on the old Yellow Bluebird and heading up north.
Yeah, they're going to be playing Wednesday night at the Coliseum in Charleston. That's going to be against St. Joe's. It's the 5, Monroe versus the 4, St. Joe's. Two good teams. St. Joe's actually knocked off Gilmer, who I think is a 2 seed up there now in the first round of the sectional tournament, in the sectional championship. So that's a team that's going to be a lot to deal with, and the ladies are going to have to figure out how to get it done. Now, they're going to bring that suffocating full court press defense, really aggressive both on defense and in the fast break. So that's something that St. Joe's is going to have to figure out how to handle. We're going to see that all on Wednesday night next week.
Yeah, and that'll be covered on whatever Metro News affiliate is in your area. We won't be able to broadcast it, but I'm definitely going to make the trip up north. Even though it is going to be a late game, it is going to be definitely an entertaining game. We're going to see the girls up against some talent that they haven't seen thus far, and we'll see how well each coach has scouted the other team.
Yeah, that's going to come down to it. Always good basketball in Charleston, and it's nice to break that 21-year drought and get up there and now get to see what we can do.
Yeah, and plus, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's a good day out.
Yeah.
In this case, night out.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
Get up there, find you something, new place to eat, something different. It's an Indian restaurant up there I plan on checking out.
Yeah, Charleston knows how to put on a basketball tournament. They do a great job with that if you haven't been up there. I'm sure most people listening have over the past couple of years, but another reason to get up there. And the Mavericks are trying to send 2 teams, and a big part of that will be what can happen here tonight in this one. We're going to get back to it. Now, you mentioned some matchups a minute ago. I think the key one in this, we know about the guard play from Greater Beckley, but I think it's these 2 centers. It's Brady Baker and Aaron Hall, and who can come out on top of that. We saw it in the game at Monroe. Hall got in foul trouble, got taken out of the game. Mavericks went away to win. In Beckley, Brady Baker got in foul trouble, was out a lot of the game. Close game there, but Beckley was able to find a way to win that one without him being able to have his normal kind of impact. And some of that is going to come from the three-point line and that sneaky three-point shooter they have, Landon Rose.
Yeah, and he's out there right now.
Yeah, you know how he likes to post up at the corner. We know all about the scoring Keegan Davidson's going to bring the freshman phenom point guard. He can get in. He leads the team in points, but it's that shot from the corner, either corner really, from Rose, that can really make this offense click when he gets going.
And right now you see him practice his three-point shot, long-range shot with a fairly tall assistant coach coming out there and getting in his face because at his size, pretty much everybody that defends him is he's going to be giving up several inches to but he wouldn't be starting it. He wouldn't be the impact player he is if that bothered him.
Yeah, Averick Woodson was not available on Wednesday night. We had an update on him after the game from Coach Arvon. It was a concussion that kept him out, and his status was unclear. And from the looks of things on the court, he's going to be unavailable again tonight. He's in his warm-ups over on the bench as the team is out here doing their shoot-around. About 5 minutes to go, so it looks like he's going to be unavailable again tonight. I would look for Cash Hendricks to probably get that start. Potentially, they could also start Isaiah Kincaid. We'll just have to see what they go with. Both of those guys will play extensively in this one.
Yeah, I hate to see the fact that he's unable to play. You know, he wants to be out there. It's really unfortunate for Beckley Christian. You know, it's a little bit of a break for James Monroe. However, you know, we saw the replacements for him when we did the Riverview game, and pretty effective. Pretty effective players there. Hendricks and I believe it was also, was it Heffernan?
Kellen Heffernan, yep.
Yeah, he got a lot of play.
Yeah, he's going to, one of those explosive guards they have. He's going to bring the ball down the court quite a bit. They really run 2-point guards in this offense.
Yeah, well, for all intents and purposes, it's really a four-guard lineup. They move the ball around the perimeter very effectively, very quickly.
Yeah, you'll see all those guys we mentioned earlier. You'll also see Eli Gunter probably get considerable minutes in this game as well. The other night they started Davidson, Heffernan, Hall, Hendricks, and who have I left out?
Davidson, Hendricks,
Heffernan, Hall. Maybe even Kincaid that started that night.
I believe you're right. I believe zero. Maybe you think there's a zero for Riverview there. Also, I may be getting it confused. However, we'll find out.
State champion in the building. I see Colin Fox is walking in right now. Of course, long-time Maverick starter, was on both those state champion teams. We're about to have our national anthem, so we're going to let you listen into that, and we'll be right back. All right, now we're about ready to get started. It's time for the starting lineup. Keegan Davidson, first off the bench for the Crusaders. All about Hall. And it looks like it's going to be Heffernan, Kincaid, and Gunter going to get the start.
Gunter did start that last game, I do believe.
And Mavericks are going to put their standard starting line out. It's going to be Leighton Dowdy, Ryan Mann, Brady Baker, Ryan Cole, and Cooper Ridgway.
Leighton's really stepped up there at taking good responsibility as a ball handler and floor general there. It's something he did last year. So.
Yeah, he's really stepped up. He's found his shot lately as well. All right, so there's Brady Baker coming out. It's going to be a big part of this game, and whatever happens, you know that Greater Beckley coming into this is going to have a plan to try to get him in foul trouble. And Aaron Hall is as good as anybody at drawing charges.
Yeah, let's see him pick up a couple where against the Riverview game. So we'll see what happens. Preparing to tip off Hall, making his way to the center court.
Yeah, it'll be Hall and Cole. The Mavericks going to put their entire student body to the right side here.
Yeah, it's
ball's up. It's going to be tipped back, controlled by Heffernan, and off we are. Sectional championship game into Kincaid. Kincaid's going to drive baseline. No look pass. That's going to be off target. Goes to Ridgway. Ridgway's up. He's going to let his offense set. Goes to Mann at the top end of the corner to Dowdy. Dowdy's three up and not going to go. Cole with the rebound. Gets it out to Ridgway. Ridgway back into Cole in the corner. Thinks about the shot. Now he's going to put it down. Comes back up top to Dowdy, and they'll set the offense. It's a sneaky player, Ryan Cole. He actually leads this team in rebounds, and you see stuff like that is the reason why, and he has the ball at the top of the key.
Yeah, he's got what you call a nose for the ball. He always seems to be around it.
Dowdy dribbles in front of Heffernan. Comes to the right side, hands off to Ridgway. Ridgway spins, gives up his dribble, back to Dowdy. Dowdy, entry pass into Baker. They collapse on Baker, back out to Dowdy. He thinks about the shot, drives in, high post, turn out to Cole. Cole to Mann. Mann's looking inside. Now he's going to come back to the top to Dowdy. Dowdy swings to Ridgway. Ridgway on the court, back to Dowdy. Three up. No. Rebound. Brought down by Baker. Turns, shot up, and it'll go, and he scores. That was an effort play from Ryan Cole. He got in and knocked that ball right away from Aaron Hall, went to Baker, and Baker did the rest.
Yeah, I tell you, you get Brady Baker down there on that block, and if you're not in position, you're going to pay for it. And they collapsed on him, as you'd expect them to do. Now he's at the line.
And he got that one to go, 3-0 off of the hoop and the harm.
The old-fashioned way.
Davidson with the ball. He comes top to Kincaid. That foul was on Kincaid, so it's his first. He gets an entry pass into Hall. Hall turns and travel.
Yeah, who was it? Somebody came down there and posted up right there as
Cooper Ridgway.
Cooper Ridgway trying to draw the foul, but what it did, it interfered with Hall's what he anticipated spacing to be. Watch James Monroe. They're staying away from these long cross-court, rather dangerous passes.
Yeah, man,
that's due to the defense of
Cole. Three, just on the back iron, won't go. Almost ripped away again by Dowdy. Mavericks are looking to take advantage on the boards. They have an advantage there as long as they can keep people out of foul trouble. Heffernan gets the ball to Hall. Hall to Davison, and we're going to have a foul down there just as we say that. Davidson cut to the back door and got a little bit of room. And fouled on the block. It's going to be against Ryan Mann.
And it's a credit all that Davison there. Body control, creating that contact.
First shot on the way and got it.
And you would anticipate Mann's probably the most aggressive get after defender for James Monroe. He's kind of the man that they assigned to create problems for other teams' offenses. So you would anticipate him picking up a foul or two.
Second shot go. He does an excellent job of not getting into foul trouble. I don't actually remember a time lately when he was in
I've
trouble.
seen him a couple times with 2 or 3 fouls, but
Ridgway drives in, can't get the shot to go. Hall is hassled. He's going to turn and get the ball back to Davidson. Here they come. Cross midcourt. It's 2-3, under 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Davidson with a little bit of an angle, but now Ridgway will cut him off. Gets a screen from Hall. Baker switches on. He goes into Hall. Hall can't handle the pass. It's on the court. It's going to be a tangle. We're going to get a jump ball call, and that's going to be James Monroe possession.
Yeah, it was kind of risky there because when they switched off, wound up with Brady Baker on the point guard and a guard down there on Hall. Fortunate that that went the way it did.
Mavericks will have possession. Ridgway will bring the ball.
If there is one downside to Hall, it's his hands receiving the passes, holding on to the ball. We saw that last game against Riverview.
Dowdy with a shot at the foul line. It won't go. Ball's loose. Heffernan comes away with it. Heffernan looks up ahead. Kincaid had a step, but they're going to pull it down and just bring it. Go into Hall at the high post. Hall looking for somewhere to go. Now he gives up his dribble, and he's just going to go back to Heffernan.
Hall and Brady were riding each other all the way down the court, shoulder on shoulder, pushing each other, just trying to wear the other one down a little bit.
Heffernan, entry pass into Hall. Hall works that high post, hands to Kincaid. Kincaid drives in. That shot won't go. Rebound is being fought for, and it's Ryan Mann who comes away with it all and off the hand of Leighton Dowdy and out of bounds.
Oh, you got to hate that. See anybody works so hard for a rebound as Mann did in that possession there. Tip, and finally grab, and then an errant pass. So Beckley Christian will get another possession here out of it.
Tries to get the ball. It's knocked away by Ryan Cole. He possesses, and they get it to Dowdy. Almost errant pass again, but Dowdy goes up to get it. Dowdy guarded by Heffernan. He's going to work left. Passes into Ridgway. Ridgway finds a cutting Ryan Cole, and Cole scores easy. Got it right behind Aaron Hall.
Yeah, lost his man there along the baseline. Wound up all by himself. Fast-paced game and not a lot of offense, though.
Right. Hands off to Davidson. Davidson works against Dowdy. Goes right side into the corner. That's Gunner with a three, and he ties the game.
Well, that's no surprise at all.
Dowdy comes across, faces up against Davidson. Davidson steps out. Now Dowdy's going to put it on the court, drives, keeps his dribble, finds Ridgway. Ridgway pulls almost, and they're going to get him on the backcourt. Wasn't sure his heel ever came down.
Yeah, that, if you notice, James Monroe's half-court offense is totally different than what we've seen in the past. These long cross-court passes, the ball has been pushed out way, way high. Credit all that to the defense from Greater Beckley.
Tie game at 3:45 to play in the first quarter. Heffernan goes into Hall. Hall can't get the pass there, and now Brady's on the ground. It's going to be tied up again. This will stay with the Crusaders.
And like I said,
hands again, yeah.
If there's a downside to him, and there's not a lot, he just doesn't have really soft hands when it comes to catch these passes. A big man's going to get a lot of awkward passes. So.
Heffernan looking to throw in, gets it up. It's going to go to Kincaid. Kincaid drives in, spins in the lane, shot up, and won't go. Rebound fought for, brought out by Dowdy. Dowdy comes across on the right side, works back toward the middle to Mann. Mann puts it on the court, hands off to Ridgway. Ridgway will call the offense. Comes to Dowdy on the left wing.
And there's Mann flashing to the inside. I saw that coming.
Mann turns, finds Baker on the wing. Baker puts it on the court, now finds Ridgway. Baker will work back inside as Ridgway comes to the top. And a pass fought for and brought down by Mann. Now Mann's going to step up into the corner to Dowdy. They close on that to Ridgway. Ridgway to Baker. Baker underneath and scores. Ball movement by the Mavericks on point on that possession.
And somebody will say that was a travel there earlier in that possession. It wasn't. Neither player had possession of the ball.
That's right.
So it's a good no call there by the refs.
Cash Hendricks getting ready to check in for the Crusaders. They'll get the ball to Gunner. He's going to drive into the high post, turns, gets a pass to Hall, and Hall's able to score. Ties the game at 7. That might be Hall's first points.
It is. You see there he didn't have position, but he used his length, and was able to get 2 points over Brady. And that's the switch to size and power versus length and
Ridgeway with the ball at the top of the key. Comes to the left side, hands off to Mann. Mann drives around the right. Flips back out to Dowdy. Has open three. Got it! Leighton Dowdy's been hitting from three the past couple of weeks on a tear, and he's continuing it with that shot. Now Heffernan with the ball, and it's taken away by Cole on the interception from the pass to Kincaid, all the way coast to coast to lay it in, and the Mavericks have a 5-point lead with 1:50 left in the first quarter.
I think that was the first out-and-out straight steal we've seen in this game.
And an errant pass is going to go out of bounds, and that's nothing to do with Aaron Hall's hands. That was just offline.
Yeah, that was.
He made an excellent play just to get a hand on that one. And Aaron Hall's going to come out of the game as Cash Hendricks come in. They're going to go with a smaller lineup.
Yeah, most NFL receivers couldn't have handled that. That was just a good idea, bad execution.
Ridgeway finds Dowdy. Dowdy's going to get a screen from Baker, and Kincaid comes out to pick him up and fouls. It's going to be 2 fouls on Isaiah Kincaid here in the first.
Yeah, I don't know if that was much of a foul, really. But I'm not down there.
Actually, only 2 fouls called so far on the Crusaders. One on James Monroe, both of those on Isaiah Kincaid. And he's going to come out of the game. They're going to get Hall right back in. So try to get Hall a breather there, and he's going to have to come immediately back into the game. Because you can't really afford to go so small you don't have Kincaid or Hall on the court right now.
Yeah, we spoke about Hall being substituted for a lot in that Riverview game.
Baker going to get a jump shot up. Too strong. Rebound brought down by Cole. There he is again. Out to Mann to Dowdy. Open three from the left side. Oh, it just skitters over the top. Oh, we got a foul.
Push down low somewhere. I'm going to say that's probably on Baker.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
We spoke with Coach there. A lot of substitution. Hall in and out of the Riverview game.
That's on Ryan Cole, actually. But, yeah, go ahead.
He's got a little nagging injury that's been bothering him. That's why he's been substituted for so much.
Davidson with the ball. He's got a screen set now. Going to go against it. Gets it over to Gunter. Gunter pushes up a three. It won't go. Rebound brought down by Dowdy. Dowdy gets it up to Cole. Cole steps up, thinks about it. Now he's going to go back to Dowdy and travel.
Once again, I think I said it last game, boys and girls games, they've been really getting on that, picking up that foot a little too early. Like I said, it's not the NBA. High school games still has some rules. You can't carry the ball. You can't take 4 or 5 steps to the rim. You actually
and got caught in between a shot and a pass, I think, and loses that ball. Gets it over into the corner to Cole. Cole's going to put it on the ground. Spins to the lane. Fouled as he's pushed down as he spins. I think they're going to get Gunter on that. We'll see. Yep. 30 seconds to go in the first, and it's going to be 2 foul shots coming for Ryan Cole.
It was a heck of a move to the basket there. He sliced through everything. And I tell you, I think that foul was fortunate because I think he might have just been a hair bit out of control. Not saying he wouldn't have made that shot, but
Cole's shot good.
There's an opportunity here to double up the lead, make it 14-7.
Shot up, and we're going to get a lane violation. Yeah, I think Brady Baker got a head start. And that shot will be waved off. 13-7 now, 30 seconds to play in the first.
See no press out of James Monroe tonight.
Yeah, I've been happy to sit back in this half-court defense.
Well, if they did, I'm afraid the guard play there from Greater Beckley. Good opportunity to burn that press.
And almost taken away there as they get the pass to Hendricks on the right side, come to Gunter.
So I think it's a wise defensive decision, James Monroe, to be comfortable set back in half-court defense.
Pulling everybody out from underneath to see if they try to get that backdoor cutter. Maybe an isolation here with Davidson, and he got the shot off from the high post. And that's going to be the quarter. So after one, front rim hit, but it's going to be 13-9. James Monroe ahead by 4. We'll take a break and be right back. right, getting ready to get back to it.
We'll look forward to see what sort of adjustments each team will have made here during this break between the first and second quarters.
Mavericks will start with the ball. Dowdy finds Ridgway. Ridgway drives in, back out to Dowdy, into the corner to Cole. Cole puts it on the court, finds Dowdy, swings to Ridgway. Now comes back to Dowdy. Dowdy gets a little bit of a screen, gets into the high post, threads a pass around. It's going to be knocked away. Now it's loose, and it's going to be recovered by Cash Hendricks. And ball's loose, a lot of contact, and it's going to be Dowdy who comes away, just takes that right out of the hands of Aaron Hall, and drive in, can't go, and it's Ryan Mann follows in with the tip.
Yeah, good.
That was a little bit of linebacker play from Cooper Ridgway. He's falling down, just strips the ball out as a runner goes by.
And good awareness.
And ball's lost. Last touch, looks like Baker knocked it out. They're going to keep it here with Crusaders.
Good awareness, situational awareness, we would call it, to see the easy pass from the floor up to keep from traveling.
It's a pass into Hall. Can't get it there, though. Baker takes it away. I think they're really trying to push the issue on the passes. They've thrown some dangerous ones and had several turnovers here. Dowdy with the three. Got it from full range.
Yeah,
that's good in college.
That's going to create a timeout there from Greater Beckley. They don't like what's happening as a score. He's now doubled 18-9. What we've seen is just exactly right, trying to force the ball into Hall as opposed to working the advantage that James Monroe's given them by clogging up the middle. When James Monroe's clogging up the middle, there are those mid-range jump shots that are going to be available. And good Lord, Beckley Christian definitely has some long-range shooters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, talk about a mid-range jump shot. They if I was them, I'd start pulling Hall out, using him to set screens to break somebody off to set him up for a three-point shot. As we had during that timeout, it was mainly called so that one of the assistant coaches could have a conference with one of the officials.
18-9, Mavericks with a 9-point lead, and they get a pass into Hall. Hall posts up against Baker, spins in the lane, has to get it back outside, finds Hendricks. Hendricks is going to drive. Offensive foul. Are they going to get Cash Hendricks or was somebody underneath? I didn't see much contact. Eli
there.
Gunner.
I thought for sure it was going to be a lane violation.
They got it with Gunner.
I'm sorry, the inline violation. I didn't.
Yeah, they got it. Must have saw a shove. I couldn't see. He was on the opposite side there. Referees had pretty good positioning on the call, though.
Could have been a hip, somebody trying to clear him out a little bit. And got caught doing so.
Dowdy gets it back outside to Baker. Baker looks inside, finds Mann. Mann to Ridgway to Baker to Cole. Cole pushes up the three. Offline, won't go. Rebound brought down by Landon Rose. He's in the game. Watch that corner shot.
Yeah, James Rose better be aware of him.
Davidson.
Travel or foul.
It's going to be a foul. It's going to have to be one or the other. It's going to be the foul. It's going to be on Ridgway. Got Will Bogus getting ready to check in the game along with Kellen Heffern. He's going to get Eli Gunter out, and Ridgway's going to get a break.
Yeah, James Rose needs to be very aware of Landon Rose there and not let him sneak around and get that set shot from over there.
Well, you see who's guarding him right now.
Yeah.
I got Ryan Cole over here watching him. They're going to get that into Hall, into the corner. It's going to be a shot up from Davidson. Too strong, rebound long, and it's Heffernan who comes away with it. And they get it over to Davidson to get on a dangerous pass. Davidson drives in, no-look pass to Hall, and foul. The shot's going to count. They're going to get that foul on Dowdy. So he'll get one free throw. First foul on Dowdy, and
trying to set up the charge there. Just wasn't quite in time. It was a lot of really impressive ball movement there by Greater Beckley.
Shot won't go, so no real harm on the foul for the Mavericks, and now they've got it to Dowdy. Dowdy drives in left side. He's taking it all the way. Now into the corner to Bogus. Bogus swings back to Cole. Cole tries to put it up, now drives in, loses the handle as he gets a pass away. They get it up to Davidson. Bogus is up there to disrupt the shot. It won't go. It passes up and the block. There's a lot going on, folks. Will Bogus was just all over the place there. He got the block on Cash Hendricks. And the Mavericks are coming away with it. Dowdy's got it. Flips the pass back out to Cole, and they'll set the offense as they find Will Bogus at the top of the key. Will Bogus comes in with a lot of energy there in the first couple of minutes.
Credit that to Will Bogus. He made that pass. He took that ball away and made that pass. He was falling out of bounds. He hit the ground fairly hard. It was late getting down the court.
Cole with the ball, pumps fake, high post, jump shot, off rim, won't go. Tried to use the bank, and now it's tied up, and Dowdy's going to come away with it before a whistle. Get it to Bogus. Bogus drives, gets a pass deflected, but goes to Dowdy. Now back to Bogus. Mavericks need to get a little bit of control, and that's what
exactly what I was thinking.
Well.
The offense was a little bit out of control there, and that's a timely, very good timeout.
Veteran coaching.
Yeah, not the first time Matt's seen that. He just kind of hit the reset button on 5 guys and start this over again.
Comes with just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Mavericks still have a 7-point lead. They'll have the ball coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, and Coach Savage realizes that they've got a decent lead on a dangerous team, and they've got a good opportunity here to build on it. But you can't do that whenever you're running around willy-nilly, making a couple of dangerous, ill-advised passes that very lucky weren't stolen. Mm-hmm. Kind of like James Rowe for a split second forgot the speed and the ability to interfere with the passing lanes that comes with this very small, very quick, very dangerous Greater Beckley lineup.
Bogus will get the ball in the backcourt. Walks over. He'll be watched by Davidson. Breaker and Cole both coming out to set opposing screens. Now we just work back to the top. Gives up his dribble and moves his pivot foot. It's going to be a travel.
I'll tell you, these are all good calls. They may not look like it because they haven't been made in years. The rule's still on the books. And players are becoming acutely aware of it this year.
Heffernan hands off to Davidson. Bogus watches, gets a screen from Hall. Pass into Hall off the pick and roll, but too hard off the dribble, and a foul is going to be called. That's against Hall. And I think some frustration from missing that layup got him to jump a little harder after that ball.
Yeah, it kind of looked almost, I don't want to use the word dirty foul. That's what it looked. It certainly wasn't. It just, big fella, he's got to come down to the ground somewhere.
Bogus finds Dowdy. Dowdy looks inside. Now comes back to Bogus.
There's a tremendous mismatch there with Brady.
Cole,
Baker.
3. Won't go. Ryan Cole hasn't found the range on the three-pointer yet.
See, Brady Baker's matched up on Hendricks there for a little while. So
Davidson with the sidestep, shot offline, rebound brought down by Dowdy. Might have rushed that shot a little bit. Now Dowdy's going to push up a 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound. I think 2 guys had a shot at it and just knocked it away from each other. It ends up with Rose. Now they give it to Hall. Hall drives in and will score.
James Rose begging for a traveling call there. It's just the matter of time in which he caught that ball. He did get his 1 step and a half.
Cole with the ball comes back to Dowdy. Dowdy dribbles into the high post all the way, shot up, and blocking foul on, and the ball's still stuck up there.
Yeah.
It would have been a jump ball had they not called the foul. So that's the second foul on Hall.
I thought it was the third. Is it third or second?
Oh, we'll have to see. I'm thinking second.
Second, yeah.
Second. That was 2. He had no fouls until just about 2 minutes ago. And they're getting Gunter back up. See, he comes in for Hall. Shot up and too strong.
Hang on, fellas. You got to make those.
Ridgway coming back in as well. Both number 10 step back onto the court, and it will be Hall who comes off. We'll probably won't see him again during this half. There's only 3:24 left, and they don't want to pick up a third foul.
No, that plus he's been on the floor more this game than he was the last game. I believe whatever's nagging him is continuing to affect his play.
Shot up, and that one won't go either, but the ball tipped around, and Dowdy comes down with the rebound with a rebound assist from Ryan Cole, who got it up in the air. Ridgway with the ball, works to the side, and it's going to be a blocking foul on, that's Kellen Heffernan.
Yes, he'd come off that screen there.
We're one foul away from the Crusaders being in the bonus. Just something to keep an eye on. Dowdy with the ball, comes to the left side, works against Rose. Gets a pass inside to Baker. Baker turns against Heffernan. Now flips back outside to Dowdy. Dowdy to Ridgway, finds Cole. Cole drives baseline. Has to give up his dribble, looks inside to Ridgway, cuts to the basket, got it.
Hinshaw Cooper saw that lane open up for him there. He came from caddy corner across the court to get there.
Gunner drives into the lane, won't go, and the ball tipped out of bounds. Say last touch to Mavericks. Baker had to come out to guard him, and he took Baker off the dribble, got by, but couldn't finish inside.
Yeah, he could, in all honesty, he could blow by 4/5 of the team out there. So,
and we got Bannon Goodman getting ready to come in, and that's going to give Baker a rest. Mavericks going with a smaller lineup right now.
Well, they can now with Hendricks in the game. Plus, Baker's probably a little bit gassed right now as he's been working really, really hard.
Yeah, has not had a foul to this point. Knock on wood for him. Shot up from Davidson, got the three. Covered up pretty well, got it out. That makes it a 4-point game now.
Well defended. We saw him practice that pregame. It's
Man with the ball, gets it to a cutting Ridgway. Ridgway spins, gets a man up, scores, and he's going to go to the line.
And that's what Greater Beckley has given up with the smaller lineup, is that they're unable to defend the lane right now.
Foul on Gunter. That is his third foul, and it's going to put the Crusaders into the bonus. So fouls for the next 2-12 will be 2 shots. Shot up and no good. Rebound brought down by Mann. Gets it out to Goodman. Goodman finds Dowdy to Ridgway. Ridgway works back up to the top to Dowdy. Dowdy's going to push up an open three. In and out. He hasn't hit the past few, but that one was wide open and taken away. That's Bannon Goodman who goes down and get it, and we're going to get a jump ball. It's going to be arrow to the Crusaders, but it's that kind of thing right there. That little bit of an effort basically steals the arrow. They had the ball anyway, and just a little bit of effort gives
James Road
the arrow back.
I'll tell you, James Road's going to have to start hitting these free throws. They've gone to the line. They could have had another 5 or 6 points added on their score if they would have hit every free throw that they had.
Davidson gets a pass into Heffernan, goes to Kincaid. Kincaid's fouled as he goes up. He'll shoot 2.
That foul will be on Mann. I believe that's his second. Yeah.
Yep. Shot up and good. Makes it a 5-point game with 1 free throw pending for Isaiah Kincaid.
There's nothing better than when you're behind the score with the clock stopped.
Up and good. Got them both. Ridgway will bring the ball over midcourt. Goes to Cole. Cole finds Ridgway back at the top. Now to this side to Mann. Mann head fakes, dribbles in, gets it knocked away. Now Ridgway with it into the corner to Dowdy. Dowdy finds Cole. Cole's going to push up a 3. Got it! And Ryan Cole's found his range.
Yeah, streaky shooter is Ryan.
But when he gets on a hot streak, it is a hot streak. And what a shot on the way by Keegan Davidson.
I'm telling you, these guards from Greater Beckley, they're just a joy to watch.
Ridgway with the ball finds Cole. He's going to push up another 3. Got it again!
Yep, he's on it now.
Davidson with the ball. It's back and forth. Cole and Davidson. Davidson thinks about the shot, but Dowdy didn't bite on the pump. Now it's Heffernan with the ball into the corner to Hendricks. Hendricks gets a shot, almost trickles in. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch Kincaid with 43.7. The Mavericks will have possession.
Right now, 43 seconds left. I would just take the ball down there and try to get one really, really good shot. Either something inside to draw a foul or a 3-pointer.
Offensive foul going to be called on Bannon Goodman. It was an elbow.
Yeah, trying to rid himself of a pesky little hanger on there as the Greater Beckley defense are just aggravate you.
So now it is the Crusaders who can hold this thing for a last shot. They trail by 8 now.
That's what they're going to do, and I have a strong suspicion they want to set Landon Rose up for the 3.
Well, Ryan Cole is watching him like he's Netflix. They're letting us tick down inside 10 seconds before Davis is going to get a move. He gets a screen from Hendricks. Now passes back into Hendricks, and it's knocked away. It's a scramble for the ball, to jump ball. And what did I tell you a minute ago? You steal the arrow, and now with 2:45, instead of an inbound with a shot at the ball, the Mavericks are going to have it.
An inbound under your own basket with 2.4 seconds left, which is a good chance of scoring.
And Cooper's going to get the shot off. Oh, almost went in, but after the first half here at the sectional championships in Bluefield, it is James Monroe ahead, 28-20. We're going to come right back. This thing far from decided, folks. 2 great teams in the house. It's great basketball. Don't go anywhere. right. A few seconds away from coming back out of the half. 28-20. James Monroe has the advantage through the first two. And it'll be the Mavericks' original starting lineup on the court to begin things. Cole, Ridgway, Mann, Baker, and Dowdy. And now for the Crusaders, they will have not quite their starting lineup back out. It looks like it'll be Cash Hendricks in instead of Gunter, along with Kincaid, Hall, Heffernan, and Davidson. And they'll start with the ball. Davidson has it, calls the offense, gets it called from Coach Arvon. Heffernan with the ball, swings it to Hendricks at the top of the key. Now to Kincaid. Kincaid drives, crosses over into the high post, floater up, and got it off the first possession. So Kincaid's able to get inside the paint and score. Now Ridgway works to the left side, finds Dowdy. Dowdy gets a screen from Baker, drives in. He's going to put up a shot. Left-handed, won't go. Hall comes down with it. And they get to Heffernan, and here we come. To Davidson on the right side. Davidson comes off the dribble, guarded by Ridgway. Going to get a screen. Now goes against it. Ridgway steps in. Pass errantly, comes back, and it's taken away by Ryan Mann. Kind of came in between Hall and Kincaid. Not sure who it was intended for. Now they go to Cole. Cole to the top of the key to Dowdy. Thinks about the shot. Instead goes to Ridgway. Ridgway's going to drive in. Gets it out to Mann. Mann pushes up a three. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound brought out by Ridgway somehow. And the shot softly put up by Brady Baker. And he scores. Davidson with the ball comes over to Kincaid. Kincaid's going to drive right side. Now dishes out to Heffernan. Heffernan gets a baseline. Now has to kick it back out to Kincaid. Kincaid drives to the foul line. Backs down Dowdy. Turns, shot up, and got another one. Isaiah Kincaid on in the second half. 30-24. Now Mavericks with a 6-point lead. We close in on 6 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Ridgway gets a screen. They're able to shift off of it, though. Heffernan stays with him, gives up his dribble, and a pass deflected. He tries to get a man. It's Heffernan who sticks his hand in the way. Now gives up his dribble, goes to Kincaid. Kincaid spins, turns, shot up, and that one won't go. Long rebound out. It's going to be tracked down by Davidson. Davidson hounded by Cole. He's going to put it on the ground. Now comes inside, and we're going to get a foul call. And they're going to say that's on the floor. Be the first foul of the half for the Mavericks. Pretty good decision to make the foul there, as you had some to give. Only the second one on Cole. And Davidson had got the step into the lane. Davidson with the ball, and they've shifted to put Ridgway faced up on him. He's going to call for a screen from Kincaid. Now Mann will switch off. And Davidson drives in, shot up off the back of the iron. It won't go. Baker comes out with it. They get it to Dowdy. Mavericks across midcourt. Dowdy steps up, goes to Mann. Mann looks to the corner. Now comes back to the middle to Ridgway. Ridgway to Cole. Cole thinks about the three. Now spins it back to Ridgway. Ridgway to Mann. Mann head fakes, drives into the lane. Dishes a pass off to Dowdy, and he finishes underneath. Dowdy with 2 points makes it 32-24. And miscommunication on the pass from Heffernan, intended for Kincaid. Kincaid had pumped toward the basket, and Heffernan thought he was going to continue, threaded a pass that way, and he actually cut back, so nobody there goes out of bounds. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Mavericks with the ball. Ridgway finds Cole. Cole thinks about the shot, now finds Dowdy. Dowdy's going to drive in, and we'll have a foul call on the floor. That's on Davidson. That's the first foul on Keegan Davidson, and it will be 2 shots. Thought that was on the floor, but they're going to say he was going up. And leaves the first one on the front of the rim. Second shot up, and that one goes. 9-point lead now for the Mavericks. I think that matches their largest lead of the game when they were up 18-9 earlier. They get it to Davidson. Works against Ridgeway, drives toward the baseline. Layup too strong, and I'm going to say an inline violation as Ridgeway came away with the rebound, but they say he was out of bounds. So being inbound underneath their own basket. Heffernan calls for a cut to the outside, and he gets it to Hall. Gives it to Davidson. Davidson's going to get an open three-way and got it to go. Lost track of Keegan Davidson there, and he had a wide open look. Brings it down to a 6-point lead now, 33-27. They find Dowdy. Dowdy works back to the top of the key. Ryan Mann puts it on the ground, finds Ridgeway. Ridgeway to Cole. Cole into the corner to Dowdy. Ridgeway now drives, spins, gets a shot up as he falls away off the backboard. It's tipped out. It's going to be saved from out of bounds by Ridgeway. I think it was going to be out anyway. Mann with a three. That one won't go. Rebound by Ryan Cole. He's going to go in against Davidson and gets the floater up, and that's a big-time mismatch right there when you had Ryan Cole versus Keegan Davidson underneath.
All right, I'm back. And I have.
And foul on the shot.
I believe it's going to be on Cole.
It is. It'll be his third. So he's going to have to be careful here for a few minutes as there's still 3.5 to play in the third. Don't want to pick up number 4. In fact, they might look to the bench for a few minutes.
High arcing free throw. There's a lot better free throws from Hall than what we saw from him in the last game. So bad news if he.
Second shot up, and that one rolls back and forth and goes in. So gets both of them, and it's a 6-point game again, 35-29. Ball up to Dowdy. Dowdy's going to drive in, and he's fouled. The shot goes.
And a block and foul, and that's going to be on Hall, I do believe.
That might be 3 on Hall.
Yeah, he had that open lane there. It took him. I think he had a hard time believing it was actually there.
It is a third foul on Hall, so now he has to kind of be careful the next few minutes as well. And, yeah, look here, Landon Rose is coming up. I think is he going to check in for Hall? I think so. Shot up, no good. Rebound, loose, and it's Dowdy who comes away with it off the hustle. Gets it to Mann. Mann pushes up the 3. Too strong, gets his own rebound. Dribbles around, feeds a pass into Baker. Baker turns, jump shot, don't go. And there is, Cooper Ridgeway
showing up.
Just danced around Isaiah Kincaid and got his hand on that ball and flipped it off of him out of bounds. Hustle plays there from a couple of Mavericks. Several, it was Leighton Dowdy getting the rebound of his own foul shot. It was Ryan Cole getting the rebound of his missed 3, and it was Cooper Ridgeway getting in there and forcing that ball out on Isaiah Kincaid.
Yeah, Cooper does all those things that really don't show up in the stat book. Yeah, there's hustle plays like that.
Remember that sequence there. Mavericks have an 8-point lead right now. They're going to get the ball back.
Sorry, I was Wes. Speaking to a former colleague. Who's here in the building, making sure everything is safe, calm, and controlled.
It's been a pretty calm crowd. Nothing raucous. Nothing. Nobody ejected in this game. That was not the case last night at the Greenbrier East game, from what I saw. There was at least one ejection in that.
Well, both these teams, James Rowan, Beckley, Christian, display a high degree of sportsmanship and gentlemanly conduct on the floor.
Update from the northern part of the region, Webster County, way up on Greenbrier West. They're up 37-18 with 6 minutes left in the third.
West one of those teams, you never know which one's going to show up.
And find the Ridgeway on the cut. He comes back to the top to Mann. Mann faced up by Heffernan, comes back to Ridgeway, gets it to Dowdy. Now Heffernan switches to Dowdy. We're going to get it to Cole. Cole's going to push up the 3 from the left side, and oh, goodness. Got it to go. Now they're up 11.
He is absolutely smoking.
Davidson's going to get a floater up from the baseline. Got to go. That kid can just hit. Long pass up to Cole. And it was Heffernan who got his hand in it. And that ball's loose out of bounds to the Crusaders. Gunner's going to come in, and they're going to get Heffernan out.
I'll tell you what, some of these players for Greater Beckley, they give up quite a bit of inches. But doggone if they don't make up for it, just pure athletic ability and basketball skill.
Davidson with the ball. He's going to drive. Has it stripped away by Dowdy. Oh, not Dowdy. Sorry, it was Ridgway who stripped it away.
You see, that won't show up in the stat book, but that created a turnover. Or no, it didn't. I thought it came off of 4 before it went out of bounds. But
it definitely took a point away because he had an open he had some space to the basket. They're going to get in into Heffernan, go to Gunner at the top. Into the corner. Davidson gets it into Heffernan. Heffernan reverses and gets his shot to go off the right-handed layup. That cuts it down to a 7-point game now, 40-33, 2:25 left in the third. Dowdy with the ball at the top of the key. Watched by Davidson as he finds Cole.
They've got a tremendous mismatch. There it is.
Entry pass into Baker. Baker gets positioned, floats a hook shot up, and drops it in.
That was the mismatch I was going to talk about. And that hook shot has appeared.
Going to work this ball back to Isaiah Kincaid at the top of the key. He's got Baker there extended out on him. Has to give up his dribble. Comes back to Davidson. Davidson is going to put it on the court as he watches Ridgway. He's going to drive right side, reverses back to the left, spin, jump shotter, up, won't go, long rebound. It's going to be Davidson who comes down with it, gets a pass over to Rose. Rose comes back out, finds Gunner. Gunner's going to give up the opportunity, gives it back to Davidson, now back to Gunner, steps in, jump shot, no good, rebound, brought down by Ryan Cole. Had some good looks there. Effort play by Davidson, get that rebound.
Not a point score, but that was some beautiful basketball.
Cole with a three. Over the top and
it's going to be over the back on Mann, I believe.
Third foul on Ryan Mann. So a couple Mavericks on the court with 3 fouls right now, Ryan Mann and Ryan Cole. Aaron Hall with 3 fouls. He's on the bench.
And particularly for Ryan Mann, his defensive capability and how much they rely on him defensively. 3 fouls could alter his style of play, which you hate to see.
They hand this ball off to Davidson. He goes to Rose, to Heffernan. He gets up a 3. That one hits off the edge of the backboard, and it's Leighton Dowdy who tracks it down in a crowd. Long pass up to Mann. Mann, entry pass to Baker. Baker spins back out to Ridgway to Cole. Now we're going to get a timeout as Coach Savage wants to talk about it again. Mavericks have a 9-point lead. There's 46.9 seconds, I should say, to play here in the third quarter.
Matt's called several timeouts at this game. He's having to make a lot of adjustments for this Beckley Christian team. I believe that's the reason for these timeouts.
Take a second. Thank all the sponsors. We'll get right back to it. Elect Miller for Sheriff of Monroe County. Honesty, integrity, and commitment. Kristen Cook for Circuit Judge. That's of Monroe and Summers County. Also, Imrock Stone Manufacturing. The market at Sunfresh. Advanced Hydraulic. GNC Flooring and Air Supply. All right, sorry, Jamie, back to what you were saying.
These timeouts. A lot of adjustments, mid-game adjustments that James Rose having to make. They've been successful thus far. You can tell that from the scoreboard. All the way from the about midway through the second quarter, they've been able to maintain this not comfortable lead, but a hair bit of breathing room. Right now, they need to concentrate on not picking up any more fouls.
Mavericks in no hurry. I think they're going to want to hold this one for the end of the quarter.
And right now, if I was them, I would start thinking about stretching out every possession you could.
Got Ryan Mann wide open over here on the corner, and he's kind of just moseying his way in toward the low post. Now he's going to back out, and they're going to switch him with Dowdy. They're going to get Dowdy into that corner. That's a shot they like, is Dowdy in the corner. They might be looking for that.
I think Beckley Christian is baiting them into trying to make that pass.
And he's going to stop, turns, gets it out to Cole. He's going to drive in, hands to Dowdy. Dowdy's going to get the 3 off. And that I couldn't tell from here if it went or not for a second.
It almost faked you into thinking it went through, but it did not.
Yeah, it was a little short, hit the net on this side. From our perspective, directly on from the shot, it was hard to tell. I was kind of just watching the reaction of the players. Anyway, we're going to take a break, come back. Mavericks up by 9 as we head into the last frame. All right. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Mavericks ahead of the Crusaders, 42-33.
Look for Beckley to really
All right, it's going to be Mavericks ball coming in. I think they got the look they wanted in that last one, just weren't able to capitalize on it.
you know, we see Hall back in the game now.
Ridgway fires the pass all the way across to Dowdy in the corner to Cole. He's back up top to Dowdy.
And now they've switched out. Baker's got that mismatch.
Cole in the corner. Now he gets it into Baker on that mismatch, turns, gets a shot up, scores, and the foul. And that's what you're talking about. There's really, he almost has no choice down there but to commit that foul.
No, and Brady creates that contact. And, you know, we said at the beginning of the game, one of those big men is going to spend a lot of time on the line.
Second
and that's
foul.
not necessarily been true for Baker thus far.
Shot up and
a little bit long. Oh, no, he got the bounce.
shooter's bounce as it bounced on the rim 4 or 5 times and went in. I thought it was with you that was coming out.
As he does have extremely soft touch to be such a big fella.
Davidson gets a jump shot up. That one won't go. Long rebound brought out by Baker. And the Mavericks can start affording to slow things down a little bit when they have the ball.
I would definitely, I said going into the break that they should stretch out each possession and go into that 4 corners for a little bit. There's no shot clock here.
Ridgway with the ball, drives in, has to give it up, finds Baker. Baker flips it back out to Mann. Mann to Dowdy.
We're trying to get a switch and trying to get that mismatch again.
They have a count. Now they're going to go to Mann. We'll have the count start again as Mann drives. Hands off to Ridgway. Ridgway finds Cole. Cole 3. Got it from the right-hand corner. Oh, barely got his head around. Just knew where it was. Got the shot off. Davidson on this side drives in, and he's fouled by Ridgway as he goes up. Are they going to say that was a shot?
He was passing it to Hall.
Nope, they are going to say that's an inbound. Second foul on Ridgway.
As you know, it continued as the whistle was blowing. He was making that pass, kind of dumping it off of his hip behind him to Hall there.
Heffernan looks to get this ball in and finds Davidson on the left side. Davidson drives into a crowd, gets a pass to Hall. Hall comes down with it and travels as he has to body up against Ryan Mann.
Tell you what, for all we said about Hall's hands, he did a good job handling a difficult pass there.
Really good job on that catch. That was a tough one.
We see, I knew they was going to bring some pressure, change their defense somehow. Beckley Christian looking to try to create some turnovers here as time's winding down.
Now Ridgway's going to drive all the way in, hands it off to Baker, and Baker takes it. Hall had stepped up to take the charge.
Yeah.
And Ridgway,
when he did, he left Baker alone.
Yeah, Ridgway saw that, dodged the charge, and got the pass off, and we got a foul. Is that on Ridgway away from the ball again? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. Well, you know, it's the flip side of, you know, how do you stop Brady Baker? Well, you have to foul him. Well, how do you stop these small guards, you know, whenever they blow by you? It make you look like you're standing in quicksand. Got to foul them. I believe that's possibly going to be on man. It could be one of two there. Yep, 2-0. No.
It's going to be, it's going to be on Leighton Dowdy. It's his second. They're going to give him 2 shots.
I thought the ref held up a 2 and a 0.
All right, so we're going to have a timeout. Mavericks ahead by 17 right now. They have stretched this lead out over the past couple minutes, 50-33. We're closing in on 6 minutes left in the game. And the Crusaders, they got to make a move now.
Yeah, well, you saw them come out. You know, I said they were going to get more aggressive. They came out full court press there off that inbound play, doing anything they can to try to create a turnover. What James Monroe cannot do is start making wild passes to try to break this pressure real quickly. You know, that fast break and getting behind the defense is awfully tempting. But that's exactly what Beckley wants you to do. They want you to make those ill-advised passes. As the James Monroe crowd here unhappy with the call on the court. Not sure why.
Shot up and
just short.
Leaves it short. Yep. Second shot, leaves that one in the same spot. It's going to be a long rebound out to Dowdy, so not able to get any points on the trip to the foul line. They'll move the ball up to Man. Man back to Dowdy. Ridgeway cut toward the basket, had it opening, but Dowdy, I don't think wanted to risk getting that ball through a couple of defenders who were in the in-between. And right now it's take care of the ball time.
Yeah, each second you possess this ball is a second you don't have to worry about a point being scored on the other side.
They got it to Dowdy. Dowdy's going to get it to Man, back to Dowdy. Passing up open shots. They're wanting to take seconds instead of put things up unless they get something very open.
That almost.
Dowdy's going to take the mid-range jumper, though, and it's loose, out of bounds to the Mavericks. We'll have an inbound here right in front of the Maverick bench.
I'm all for this clock-oriented offense here from James Monroe. I think it's a good strategy.
Dowdy with the ball, gets it into Baker. Baker backs up, now hands to Ridgeway. Ridgeway gets a man in the air, takes it in and scores right underneath of Aaron Hall.
Yeah, and the backboard.
Yeah, Hall had to be careful not to pick up the foul there, though, so he wasn't able to stay super aggressive. There's a block on that end against Keegan Davis by Cooper Ridgeway. The seniors come here looking to secure a home game in the next round. They've got it to him now. He's into the corner to Cole. Cole fakes the shot, now brings it down and gets it back out to Ridgeway. We're under 5 minutes to play now. Mavericks with a 19-point lead, and lost the handle on it was Dowdy, and then commits the foul on the backside as he runs into Eli Gunner. We got Landon Rose and Cash Hendricks coming in right now. They're going to go with a super small lineup as they bring Isaiah Kincaid and Aaron Hall off. And this is down 19. We got to get some threes in the air.
Yeah, we'll see. Bogus check in here.
Yeah, they're going to get Baker out with this small lineup.
Yeah, and
match the speed.
Man as well.
Yeah, Man playing with those fouls now, or else you'd probably think he would be on the court for this. They're going to get a three up from Davidson, not able to get to go, and there's Will Bogus coming down with the rebound. Bogus dribbles around, gets it into the corner, and he's going to get it to Cole. Cole gets to a cutting a cutting Bogus. What are we going to get? A timeout?
Yep.
I think there was Bill Bogus looking for a foul. He got grabbed as he went by, but I think Coach Savage had called that timeout before that happened. That was the confusion. Comes with 4:28 to play. You know, this is a championship game. There's going to be some nets cut down here shortly. We'll have a post-game 57-28 with 6 minutes to play in the game at the Webster County Greenbrier West game. So Webster in control there. Looks like they're going to host. If everything stays as it is right now over the next few minutes, Webster County will host, and the winner of this game will host. Losers of each game will travel to the opposite host.
Well, anybody that's made that trip from down south to Webster County does not ever want to do that again.
Yeah, I think it's a trip that
nice little community up there. Fine folks, just one heck of a drive.
Yeah, I think that's a game. Greater Beckley actually plays a little bit more often than James Monroe. They take some trips into Webster, a little bit closer from Beckley than it is Linside.
Yeah, Linside's not close to anything. I looked for James Monroe to alter that. I tell you that they were making some really risky passes there, and you saw a couple balls got interfered, a couple passes got interfered with. I'd say this we'll not see much more of that.
They get the ball into Ridgeway, find Bogus. He flips it all the way to Goodman. They found Dowdy in the corner, and it's swing the ball around time now for the Mavericks. They're going to get it to Ridgeway. Ridgeway goes to Bogus.
Yeah, we'll see a lot of this rotation around stuff.
Cole drives in to the baseline, comes back out to Dowdy. Now he goes to Ridgeway. Ridgeway into the paint, finds Cole. Cole thinks about the three, now comes back to Dowdy, and they go to Ridgeway. Ridgeway's going to drive in, flips a pass to Goodman, and this is just keep away right now. And it's Gunner's going to reach around and knock the ball away from Bogus. Davidson has it and loses the handle as he tries to spin. I thought he was hurt for a second. He's able to get back up. I think it was just frustration more than hurt.
Well, he's hit the ground a few times there. That's a hard player.
Yeah, I do not want to see him get hurt in this game.
No, because they will need him in the future.
There's Will Bogus. He has the ball now. Hands off to Ridgeway, and we're under 3:30 now to play. They go to Bogus. Bogus puts it on the ground all the way across to Dowdy. And like I said, it's just keep away right now. I can tell you who's got the ball if you'd like, but you can see it. Mavericks are playing that four corners offense right now, and it's just talking about run time off.
Yeah, Dean Smith is smiling wherever he may be.
Yeah, Landon Rose is just running an absolute marathon right now, back and forth, chasing that down, putting every bit of effort he can into trying to knock the ball away.
Yeah, he's chasing passes and still and almost beating the passes there sometimes.
Keegan Davison fouls over there, but there's a lot of fouls to give. Only the second foul of the quarter for the
Crusaders going to take a time out there.
Comes with 3:05 left to play, and the Mavericks still have that 19-point lead, and they've held this ball now for almost 2 minutes.
Nothing wrong with that strategy at all. That people may complain about it. It's not really fun to watch, but it's doggone effective, and the rules allow it. Nothing unethical or unsportsmanlike about running that play, or style of play, I should say. Wouldn't it be tremendous if these two teams didn't wind up in Charleston again together?
Yeah, that was exactly how it went down here last time. The Mavericks come away with the win here, ended up going to play, what was it that year? Was it was it West or was it Webster? Those two teams that played that year.
I believe it was Webster. It was Webster, I do believe.
And Greater Beckley then would have gone to West. Ended up winning that game on the road and matched up, and they found each other in the championship that year.
And that was a totally different team than the one we're looking at now. I think they only fielded about 8 players.
Yeah, had a couple players who were not eligible. That
had one young man that was played hurt most of the game and was still a force, just a force he was.
Yeah, there's a lot of grit in that game. Ball's in. August with it. He's double teamed. Now he's going to give up his dribble. Tries to get it, but it's taken away by Davidson. Up to Effort, and Effort's going to drive in and gets the layup. And what you don't want to do if you're the Mavericks is foul in that situation.
No. Now they're putting pressure on the inbounds play.
And
they're
going
to be close.
Ridgeway. They get it to Cole, and Cole's going to go ahead and
traveled.
Yeah, extra step.
Well, I tell you, if you're Beckley Christian right now, you got to be really pleased with how that last sequence of events went in terms of, getting James Monroe to turn the ball over. Oh, just a little bit hard.
And it's Ridgeway
3-point attempt there, and they're going to. Ridgeway's foul. I do believe that's going to be on Keegan Davison. That's going to be his third.
Yeah, and I believe, looking back at that roster, it was Kendrick Wilson, who was the guard that played in that game. Ended up suffering a hand injury.
He was banged up coming into the game.
Yeah, and I think he played all through with that injury through the playoffs and everything. Showed a lot of grit in that game. And that was sophomore Kendrick Wilson.
Let's see, Ridgeway put up a little short jump shot there, in amongst the crowd, picked up the foul. It'll be the first foul on Hendricks. He's the only player out there that doesn't have a foul on either team. Now Cooper's got an opportunity here to add to this lead, which at this point in the game is, and once again, free throws just let James Monroe down. And, 52-35 ball game, big deal. Well, it could be a big deal in the next game or the one after that.
Free throw up and got it.
So we see Chaz Boggs getting ready to check in.
He'll get Cole.
Inbounds a little quick there. Didn't give the referee time to allow the substitution. They've reset. Now we're back at it again.
Heffernan lets the ball bounce across midcourt. Now picks it up and hands off to Davison. Davison going to drive baseline. Euro step. Floater in front. Oh, what a move.
What do you do with that? What do you do with that?
Hard to believe. The freshman's able to pull those things off. I tell you what, that is an impressive young man right there. Chaz Boggs with the ball. He comes back to Goodman. Goodman floats it back out to Boggs. Boggs is going to drive in, finds Ridgeway, and Ridgeway goes up for the shot, can't get it, gets his own rebound, and can't get it to go on the other side. Rebound brought out by Beckley Christian. Davidson will drive in, takes it to the hoop, and scores again. This is cut down to a 14-point game now. We're going to get a timeout.
I'll tell you, you can't help but laugh when you watch that foul, just out of enjoyment.
Yeah. No more fouls to give for either team. Both sitting at 4, by the way.
Yeah, that comes critical to clock management here if you're Greater Beckley. In terms of not being able to, foul to stop the clock, which they would love to be able to do.
With the ball off the inbound, flips it up to Boggs. Boggs finds Goodman. Goodman drives in, tough shot, and it rolls out.
That's 3 easy shots from James Monroe, just have not gone down.
And an interception from Chaz Boggs, like he's back on the football field. He's going to come down with the ball. Works it back out to Dowdy. Dowdy double teamed by Davidson and Heffernan. Gets it to Boggs. Boggs with the ball now off the deflection. Goodman with it. He spins, looks for somewhere to go, and he's knocked down. He'll go to the foul line.
And the clock just ticks under 1 minute to play, 55.9 seconds. As we'll be going to the free throw line.
Shot up and good.
That's a Goodman. I believe those are his first points of the game, aren't they?
I think so. Got the second one.
He's a tremendous resource for James Monroe off the bench. Don't call his name a lot, but he does a lot of stuff out there.
Davidson getting to the rim, not able to get that one to go. Comes down with his own rebound, but he's tied up. He'll stick with the ball on that side off the arrow.
Now,
effort.
How does a fella that size get down there to put up the shot and then come down with his own rebound.
Yeah.
Just he's a problem is what he is. He is an absolute problem.
Yeah, giving you an idea of what to expect from him the next few years. Gets the shot off. They're going to say no foul, and they'll play on, and then no foul there. I think Isaiah Kincaid was trying to foul and couldn't get it to go. August with the ball. He goes all the way across to Dowdy, and now there's under 25 seconds left. They're still looking like they're willing to foul, and Coach Arvon's going to call it off. So Mavericks will hold here for the remaining 15 seconds, and they have, for the, fourth consecutive year, they're sectional champions.
I'll tell you, the score doesn't reflect it, but they dodged the bullet here tonight. It's a highly talented Beckley, Greater Beckley Christian. It's a mouthful.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a team that could go to Charleston. No doubt about it in my mind.
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all if these two teams don't meet again down at the Civic Center.
Yeah, we're going to take a break for a few minutes. We'll be back. Hopefully have somebody to talk to, some stats. Stick around.
Check. Check. Check, check, check. 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 Check, check. Check. Check, check. Check. Check, check. Check.
Had 7 points. Down for 4 steals, but might be okay. Don't have my assists. I have to keep up with the assists. No, just that's off my game.
Where you want me to stand? Right here?
Hey, flip that thing around. What up? Where we need to stand?
I thought you were going down there.
Thank you.
All right, we're here. Got Cooper Ridgeway after the Mavericks are able to secure the sectional championship game, have a home game next week. Sounds like that's going to be against Greenbrier West, as Webster County had a pretty sizable lead on them there nearing the end of the game a few minutes ago. Not exactly sure what that was, but it was sizable enough. I don't think it was in question. So you had a tough game here tonight against these guys. They got you a couple weeks ago in Beckley. So what was different tonight?
Oh, we knew we just got to come in here and we got to play our game, and that's something we didn't do up there. We turned the ball over and we let them play fast as they want to, and that's our game plan today is come in here and play our game and not let them do what we do, and I think we did that.
And we watched them play Wednesday night against Riverview. They hit a lot of threes. Rose got some from the corner. Davidson got some. I think Heffernan and Hendricks got some too. You guys limited that. Davidson got a couple off, but I think that was pretty much the limit of it. So how did you do that? How did you take them out of their game?
That was pretty much our game plan, just to run them off the three-point line in transition. I think up there they hit 4 in a row on us, and they got like a 12-point run or something like that, and that's how they beat us up there. So that was our game plan, to run them off a three-point line.
Yeah, did a good job staying out of foul trouble as a team tonight as well. I know up there they were able to get Brady in foul trouble. Aaron Hall loves to be able to draw contact underneath, get charges. I don't think that happened tonight either. So was that also point of focus coming in?
No, I think we always like to play physical, and thankfully the refs just let us play today, and it was both ways, and we were beating and banging, and that's how we like it, and so I think we did that very good.
So sounds like a familiar foe coming down next week, Greenbrier West. Do you have an approach to them, you think, already, or are you guys going to talk about it over the next few days?
We'll talk about it, but we know what's coming in. We know what we got to do, so we're excited and we're ready.
All right, I'm going to stay down there and cut that net. I got Brady up here. I'll let him jump in. Congratulations, Cooper.
Thank you.
You already got it?
Yeah, I got mine. I got mine first.
Now we got Brady down here. I just saw you cut the net. How's it feel?
Pretty good. Hope to cut a couple more.
Yeah, we got a couple more in us, I think. You came into this game today. I think you were a focus of their team coming in. They wanted to get at you, try to get you in foul trouble, and I'm not sure you committed a foul all night. So how did you manage that?
I knew coming in I had to play safer than I did up there. Just be more tuned in mentally, and I feel like I did a pretty good job of that and not going downhill so hard and letting them draw those easy charges.
You guys did a great job on defense. Keegan Davidson, their freshman point guard, he was able to get it and get some points, but that was pretty much the limit of what they were able to do underneath. They hit some jump shots, got some floaters, hit a couple threes, but what was y'all's game plan coming in to limit what they could do, also from the three-point line and underneath with Hall and Kincaid?
Well, I mean, they're a very well-rounded team, but we kind of just wanted to push the shooters off the line and play help when we needed to, stop them driving.
Jamie, you got something? Oh, okay. I thought you had something you wanted to ask. All right. Let's talk about this next game coming up. Looks like it's going to be Greenbrier West. That's somebody y'all are familiar with. What do you think about that matchup?
It's going to be a battle. I mean, I've said that plenty of times. I'm excited for it. We've seen them in the region the past couple of years. I'm sure they got a bad taste in their mouth, so it'll be a fun one.
Yeah, you get to do it at home. Last time at home, it was you guys got the win, but it was a tough one. It was overtime. It was Braden McClung putting up 39 points there. So what do you think you need to do to keep him from doing that again?
I couldn't tell you. We just got to play defense, play good help, keep our heads on, and hopefully, stop them.
Sounds good. Hey, I'm going to let you get out of there and get back to it. And you guys hold on for a minute. We might get somebody else up here.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it. Good job. Stick around for a few minutes. We'll continue this postgame. All right, we got Will Bogus here. Get to talk to him for a minute. Hey, congratulations. You got sectional championship. You guys get to play the regional. How's that feel?
Well, we worked hard for this, kind of coming up with who's going to play in what position, and, well, feels good. Be back. It's kind of a lot to live up to, so glad to be here.
I want to talk to you. You had a series there. You saved the ball from out of bounds here, got to throw in a block, I think, at the same time. Something happened. I can't even remember exactly what happened. You probably might remember the series. It's just you came in. Every time you come in, it's a lot of effort, a lot of get after. Tell me how you raise that intensity coming off the bench.
Yeah, I just try to get out there. They put me in. I try to bring some fire off the bench, and, I pretty much just do what I can. And I don't know, I just try to do what they tell me. So.
Well, it worked out tonight. You guys had a tough matchup. You had to face up against some of those quick guards they have. What was y'all's plan coming in to deal with them?
Yeah.
Like Keegan Davidson, some of those fellas.
Well, after we played at Greater Beckley and we lost there, we knew that we was going to have to kind of take care of number 4. And, we tweaked some things yesterday in practice, and, I don't know, we executed pretty well, so.
All right, looks like you're going to have Greenbrier West coming up. What do you think about that matchup?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's always fun playing against them, but I don't know. It ought to be a good game. So
yeah, I think it will be. I'm going to let you get back to it. Enjoy the celebration. Good job, Will.
All right, thank you.
Webster won.
right. We got Coach Matt Savage here. Congratulations, fourth year in a row.
Yeah, fourth year in a row.
Fourth year in a row, sectional champions, and hey, it feels good to be on top right now. So this is a tough matchup coming in. You guys were able to handle it. So what was your game plan to deal with these guys? You know, they got some bigs, they've got some really good guards, and you guys came in and took care of business.
You know, Greater Beckley's got some great players, and they're well coached. So we knew we were going to have our hands full. You know, the last 2 games we played, we've had our hands full. And so we came in a little bit different because, you know, Davidson he might be a freshman, but he's hard to handle.
He's a problem.
He is. And so, you know, we came in a little bit different on him. We were trying to force him to the outside a little bit because the last game he got to the inside on us a bunch and hurt us, not only scoring, but, you know, kicking to the threes. And so we were playing off just a little bit on him. And, you know, our defense plays a lot of pushing out. And with him, we tried to play straight up and see what he was going to do with it. And, you know, he was still able to make a lot of plays, but I think we limited it enough to where we were able to handle it.
Yeah, I think with him it's kind of that old defense of you're not stopping him, you're just trying to reduce the chance that he scores on every play. And over time, it's better because he's going to get some shots up while defended well that are going to go in. I was going to ask you about him. You know, you see him coming in on tape. You're getting ready for him. What kind of impact do you think he makes, not just for them on the other teams? Just talk about him for a minute. He's really a good player.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of our game plan, you know, went around him. You know, obviously they got, you know, a couple shooters in the corners. Hall's big man inside. You got Heffernan. You know, they've got players. But I really feel like their offense really goes around him. And so that was our focus coming in, is how to limit what he does. And he was still able to do some stuff tonight, don't get me wrong. But I think we were able to limit him a lot on what he did.
Let's focus on some of your guys. Brady Baker first. I think coming in, they had a plan to try to go at him and get him in foul trouble. And I don't think he fouled all night, actually. Talk about his play tonight and the impact he was able to make.
Yeah, you know, I think they were trying to double him right away and kind of take that out of his hands, which worked for a little bit. But then, you know, we were able to go to a 4-out, and when our drives happened, you know, they were having to pick up, and then there was nobody to double with. And so he was able to pick up a few quick buckets there that way. And so, you know, spreading it out was the big key. And there especially in the second half, we wanted to make them come to us on defense instead of, you know, us going to them, which is what we did in the first half. So that was able to help us a lot with that.
Speaking of that, I noticed several times they switched and he wound up with a much smaller person on him. So, you know, that was really effective. I saw maybe 5 or 6 times that happened. He got the ball down. Sometimes they would collapse back on him, double up. You know, he pushed the ball back out. He's also got this really beautiful little jump hook that we've talked about all the second half of the season that wasn't there previously. You know, we talked about coming in. It was going to be two sides of the same coin, where the speed and athleticism of Hall, because he's faster and, you know, a little bit more athletic, was going to cancel out the size and position play that Baker brings. You know, which one's going to win?
Yeah.
We found out tonight. But I just thought it was really good how that worked and how they were able to take advantage of whenever that switch happened.
Yeah, you know, and with Brady guarding Hall, we decided last game we doubled the post a little bit from backside, and we decided this time we were going to let Brady go one-on-one with a little bit of backside help if he spun to the right direction. But if he didn't, we were going to let Brady go one-on-one with him. And I think Brady more than held his own against him.
Oh, yeah. Well, his position, his awareness of where he's at in relation to the basket and the other player he's defending is so much better now than it used to be. You rarely catch him out of position.
Yes, and you know, that's got better just as the seasons went along.
Absolutely, yeah. We spoke about that several times. Yeah. That and
I think they're trying to run us out of here, but anyway.
Laying back, playing a little softer, I won't say softer defense, so, you know, because of their speed, if you come out there and try to trap them, there's a good chance they're going to beat you.
You got that right.
You know, and get behind you, and there you are.
And, you know, you say that. Last game we did a lot of traps out front, and we got stuck in a lot of bad positions because of that, because they are so athletic out front. And so we didn't do as much of that. We hedged out and stayed on it till we could get under. But other than that, we tried not to get in as many traps up top, and I think that helped us tonight. Yeah.
I mean, usually that's your bread and butter, but with this team, that's a disaster waiting.
Oh, yes, I agree. Yes.
That's smart coaching on your behalf. Nobody can claim you don't know the game.
Well, I hope that's right.
All right, they're shutting the lights off on us, so I think they're telling us we got to go home. But hey, get the win tonight.
Yes.
One more game. Got a regional game, looks like against Greenbrier West, so that's going to be a big draw. A lot of people are going to be looking at that one, but
Yep.
yeah, chance to go to state. Chance for the
That's
first
right.
time in school history for both teams to go to state in the
Yes.
same year.
Yes. Hopefully that'll be the case.
Yeah, hopefully. So appreciate it. Congratulations
Thank you.
on another
Thank
one, and we'll see you in a few days.
All right. Appreciate you.